On the podcast, the late-night rantings of a racist being paid by the New Zealand taxpayer, why Tākuta Ferris has lost the plot. Let's go.
Are we paying these people to front up, or are we paying them to fly to Wellington to eat their lunch? Should you really lose your career for refusing to take part in a 90-minute lesson about Maori culture? This government doesn't actually have any idea how to get economic growth. Show us what you made of, Prime Minister.
Editor-in-Chief with Duncan Garner.
Duncan Garner, Editor-in-Chief, proudly sponsored by the Brothers Green. Unlock the innate power of New Zealand botanicals to support your mobility. Try the Brothers Green New Zealand Move Joint Support Tonic and join over 20,000 other Kiwis experiencing easier movement. For as little as $1 a day, you too can experience the power of New Zealand hemp seed oil for your joint health. Always read the label. Take as directed. Supplementary, of course, to a balanced diet. The Brothers Green, Christchurch. Okay, welcome to the podcast. I'm Duncan Garner. Please subscribe, and you're with the Editor-in-Chief. Nice to have you here. I called him out a year ago for his aggressive anti-Pākehā stance, but he's gone next level. Tākuta Ferris came to Parliament and made it clear he was here for Māori only. What I never realised was how much he hated everyone else who wasn't Māori. The test of his Te Pāti Māori leadership is now whether he is formally censored by his party, and they should make steps to remove him, in my view. I doubt they will. Privately, I believe they will protect him. He should be kicked from the party and from the Parliament. He's got no place receiving taxpayers' dollars. As an MP, in my view, he's stepped over the mark. And this is now Chris Hipkins' problem too. So let's go.
It's the Slam Dunk.
Okay, Tākuta Ferris, he needs no introduction, does he? He's the Te Pāti Māori MP who thinks Māori are superior to every other race. He's the guy who went on social media and said Pākehā, Indians, Asians, blacks had no place campaigning for Labour in the recent by-election. It was so offensive, even his Te Pāti Māori leaders were embarrassed and apologised and told him to pull his head in. And Willie Jackson from Labour made it clear that it stepped over the line, and that's from Willie, the die-hard pro-Māori from within Labour.
Oh, it makes them feel like, like they're not part of Aotearoa, and they are, and he should know that. Stop this exclusive rubbish and just apologise, Doc, and let's all get on with it. And, it really taints the campaign, and he should know better.
But it seems Willie's takedown and the party's apology has incensed Ferris, and he's doubling down on his disgraceful views during this late-night rant. When most people are sleeping, somehow Ferris finds the energy to spew his bile all over social media in the wee small hours of the morning.
Well, guess what, Willie? I don't give a crap who you care about or what you care about. In the Maori seats, it's about the Maori people, Maori only.
He has now openly defied the wishes of Te Pāti Māori's co-leaders to shut up. And he's now, I believe, on a collision course with the party and its leaders who have gone to ground and remain silent on what happens next.
The vultures in the game swoop in and make a big storm out of it because they want to get some points, right? But didn't really work. But
Ferris in this odd late-night rant wasn't sorry at all, and he doubled down on his racism and his approach. Ferris says he's actually not sorry.
Mate, there so many messages of people saying, well, what you said was right. Yes, that's correct. Oh, we shouldn't be so shy to say that. No, tūturu.
He has no support for his views in Parliament, and now Chris Hipkins has clambered aboard, finally. And Hipkins should rule him out, should rule this party out of government. Should say that he won't include them. And he's now trying to sound tough when for months he's been far too silent about the antics and the racism and the offensive approach that they bring to daily politics and daily life. Hipkins should have had a backbone months ago.
I just think that's not the New Zealand way. It is also not the spirit that some of us have been working very hard over the last couple of years to try and generate.
Yeah, it's a bit flowery from Hipkins, isn't it? Why doesn't he say Ferris is an idiot and he and his party are not welcome in any government I form, and I'm officially ruling them out today? Because he can't, he continues to tread a pathetic path of acceptance of this lot. And I think this will ultimately hurt Labour. It should do. Hipkins should tell Te Pāti Māori to cut him loose. But as an elected MP, it's not that easy. He'll hang around, you see. Ferris is a bother boy and a protester within. He's not in Parliament to achieve anything but notoriety for himself. Ultimately, he will lose. And there have been numerous times that Hipkins could have and should have been tougher. And this is now his noose around the neck of a future centre-left alternative government. They can't possibly have Ferris anywhere near power or a government with these views. Winston Peters wonders what Ferris was up to so late at night, suggesting he's up to no good, perhaps.
I said that they were totally inappropriate when he first made them, and he repeated them again last night. It's midnight, it was full moon, it's out, but have a good hard look at his body language. There's something wrong here.
Ferris rants on for 8 minutes.
Okay, homogenising e te whānau means you're making Māori appear as just another one of these ethnic groups in the Māori seat. That should blow your mind.
His party should be moving today to expel him. I bet they don't, because he's still one of them. And the party's silence today suggests to me they have no idea where to go next. Telling Ferris to say sorry and pull his head in has not worked. And they can no longer trust that he'll follow the orders and rules set down by his co-leaders, who themselves are hardly the flavour of the month with a wider New Zealand audience. Truth is, this party does not want to expel or punish Ferris any further, because they're all from the same school of thought, and they ultimately believe in each other. They're a protest movement that has infiltrated the walls of Parliament under the guise of going to Parliament on behalf of their people. No one should be surprised at the defiance of Ferris. He and his party have been defiant all year in the face of rules and demands to apologise for certain behaviours. Ferris is not sorry. He never was. And the party may have said sorry, but whether they actually mean it is another thing. Ferris is a loose unit who makes a centre-left government even more unattractive, in my view. They simply have no option but to manoeuvre him out somehow and limit the damage. But Ferris is an arrogant twat who has failed to read the room and sees little point in playing ball. It's now Te Pāti Māori's problem to sort, and it's Chris Hipkins' problem as well. He threatens to bring down an alternative left-wing government by just staying around. Luxon and co should grab their balls and start talking about this. They should remind people daily that Ferris might be just a year away from being involved in a government and holding the reins of power. Luxon needs to repeat this daily and then remind people what's at stake. Ferris has no place in Parliament, no place in any government, and no place taking taxpayers' money as a salary. Where's the Race Relations Commissioner? Where are all the prominent voices and influencers decrying this approach? Where are all the Maori leaders saying this is not good enough? Their silence is more than deafening. To me, it's deeply troubling. Okay, on the issue of Stu Nash, I just want to bring this up. And his comment there when asked by Sean Plunkett, what is a woman? He said, well, it's someone that has, I'll repeat this, someone that has tits and a pussy. It was poor from Stu. Not good enough. Never said it. It's like some rugby changing room. And I've spoken to him. He regrets it. He says his ego got the better of him, and it really did. He's apologised. He won't be on the panel tomorrow. That's his choice. I expect him to be back next week. But he knows he's stuffed up. I mean, you've had all the media training in the world as a former minister. What on earth were you thinking? Okay, right. Let's the editor. G'day, Duncan. Hiya, mate. It's been a while since I've emailed you. I'm still watching your show religiously. Just celebrated my 45th birthday over the weekend. And my friends in Wellington, and we talked politics as we have aligning views. We both agree that Luxon is a useless PM in the regards that he doesn't have the balls to make the big decisions. The biggest problem New Zealand faces is the fact that it takes so long to get stuff done. Most countries have new roads built in months. Here it takes years, and that costs us more money. Best example is how long it's taken to build the City Rail link in New Zealand. But the biggest problem in New Zealand is the racism allowed by Te Pāti Māori, and no one calls this out apart from you. This means voting to the left is agreeing to racism in this country, which at this stage leaves me with two choices. They're acting New Zealand first. If we had to vote tomorrow, it'd be New Zealand first, because I really do think Shane Jones is the best MP in Parliament. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I may not email you all the time these days, but I'm always watching. The only true journalist left in this country. Keep up the good mahi, my friend James. Thank you, James. I wonder where you got to. You're a kind man, and I appreciate your support. Thank you. I do know you're out there. That's us, folks. Thanks for your feedback and support. Get in touch through our social media, Duncan Garner Podcast on TikTok, Instagram, or flick us an email, duncan@rover.nz. To my team, Lockie and Brody, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And remember, life's no dress rehearsal. No curtain raiser. This is it. We live in one of the best places on earth, despite Tākuta Ferris. So get it and enjoy it. And have a great rest of the day. Take care, New Zealand. Ta-da.
Editor-in-Chief with Duncan Garner.